Ashley Tisdale thing got so much traction is hilarious because I literally didn't say anything bad about her. And the thing is, like, even if I did, so say I'm like, oh,
I think it was I think it also partly was my reaction to it and taking so much joy in it. And I don't take joy in her feeling weird. I take joy in you being a survivor. I take joy in you being like, you know what? I'm still fucking here. Like, that to me is why we laugh through, you know, not gritted teeth, but we laugh through the pain of it. You know, it's an awkward thing. You went through it.
Totally. And I'm speaking from the other side. I'm speaking from someone who's actually been in service, who knows what it's like to wait on people that you used to work with, people that used to actually even kind of come after you or work under you. But the thing is, like, should be able to say the bitchiest thing about her and people should be able to forgive her. Like, that, it's the cancel culture that's ridiculous. I should be able to, like, yeah, she was kind of a bitch to me that day. Oh, well, sorry, I was having a bad day. Moving on, you know, like, who cares? But I guess I need to move on because I've been talking about it too long.
everything is very charged and people are very sensitive. But I mean, I think I am in favor of first impressions. You heard it here first.
What's your first impression about Hailey Bieber and Justin Bieber having a baby?
It's about damn time. I'm so happy for them. I think that this is going to help them so much. I think it's going to give them purpose. I'm serious.
Oh, do they need help? Well, I know. But you're like, I think this is going to help them. I'm like, oh, do they need help? I mean, the fact that they're still together, everybody, is pretty amazing. Am I right? I mean, I wouldn't marry him. I wouldn't. No. I don't know anything about him. I don't know him, but I'm just look at him.
He looks feral. He looks like he has so many things going on internally, and that he doesn't take care of himself.
Like sick. He looks sick, like he's got a cough that hasn't gone away for 18 months. You know what I mean?
Yes. He looks like he might actually have like what are those called? Staph infections, like, in his body. Just
he looks like maybe he got rabies. Like, maybe he contracted rabies. I'm just kidding. This is terrible.
And here's the thing. Actually, dirty boy, emo boy, Justin Bieber, voice of an angel. Love his voice. Love his music. Love that he's, you know, a child performer that's like pushed through, and it's obviously taken a toll. But when you put him next to America's chosen, you know, Republican sweetheart, Hailey Bieber, like, when you put her,
her father. Is she? Oh, interesting.
She's hiding it well, but she's probably way more conservative than people realize. But
like fiscally, or like she's a Trumper, or like she's racist, or.
I don't know. Oh my God. Yeah. I think that her dad is a Trumper. I think he's been known to be a
that's
person
right. That's right.
But again, I think she's a little more conservative, maybe than even he is. We will never know Justin Bieber's politics. I can tell you that, right? But I do say, you know, that he's obviously, he's in decline, in my opinion. So when you put him next to her, who's literally glossy donut girl, like, she looks radiant the minute she is vomiting. Like, she just, there's nothing she can do that would make that skin look bad. So she's perfect. It only makes him look more sick, in my opinion.
Ooh, but why? So what do you think? Why is she with him? She must love him so much, and she must have good reason. They have. That's so cool, though. I mean, she's really standing by him. I not that he's done anything wrong, but that's a relationship that's really lasted. That I don't know if we all thought it would. I think that's amazing. He must be really good to her. He must be giving her something. She must be getting something out of the relationship. You know, it's. I was just watching this thing called The Dark Side of Comedy, and they basically do like they showcase for 30 minutes a different comedian who's had struggles with alcohol or addiction or whatever it may be, and Ellen's on it. They have one about everybody, and then one of them is Screech. You know, that poor Screech guy. No, he died at 44 from cancer. Yeah. And that's what a lot of this episode's about. But like, it's just like, he just looks, you see him declining. You see him looking terrible. And like, it kind of gave me Justin Bieber vibes. I am like, what's going on with him? But yes, I guess they say a child can't fix everything, but you know, maybe it can. Like you just said, like maybe it's going to be really, really great for them. What's the last time he put out music?
Oh, he puts it out every quarter. I feel like he does. Yeah, but the thing is like his voice.
He doesn't do concerts.
He
doesn't do live performances. Okay.
Are you sure? I think he may.
Well,
I think he
no,
may.
sorry, I was
No,
asking.
I think
I was asking
Okay.
because he seems like Britney Spears to me. He seems like he lives up in a tower and he's just, where is he? He's not doing an Eras tour. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where he is. I feel like I see her. I don't know, but then again, I'm not that much in all the time. You see her all the time.
I think the thing is that I think he will be able to reparent himself through the child, and I think that she's going to be an excellent, very attentive, domestic, mom. Like, and I think it might slow them down. I actually always hope that when a couple that's very public like that has a baby, I actually kind of hope that they slow down a little bit, at least for like the first 6 months, because you should really try to keep that as private as possible, unless it's like I'm a mommy influencer and like this is my livelihood, and like I know people who do that and like they do it really well. They don't do it that seems like exploitive. They do it in a way that's actually helping other moms. So like I know a few ladies that actually do it really, really well. However, I think in their case, since they're like Meghan Markle status with how many people are going to want that picture of the kid, and
oh my gosh,
I think they need to slow down. And I mean, who's to know like how they live their daily lives? But
it's funny because. Sorry, it's funny because you said that because you're talking. I just want to reiterate, like, again, of course, we don't know who these people are, but we're allowed to talk about them because they're public figures and people talk about us. But it's funny. It's like you're saying that you think she's probably going to be an amazing mom and she's doing all this. Like, we don't know. Maybe she's a loose cannon. Maybe Bieber is the one who's going to be very attentive. And like, of course, we don't know, but it is fun talking about people you don't know, isn't it? Isn't it funny talking shit on people you don't know?
Hey, you never told me about New Jersey. I want you, because if there was any Real Housewives like actual like franchise that I would invest in, it's that one. New Jersey. Because of Teresa. Do you remember when Andrea Lopez was on our show, on the podcast, and she does a really great Teresa Giudice? Well, Teresa Giudice is back. Real Housewives of New Jersey is back. I'm obsessed. There's a couple new characters. Jackie Goldschneider is still on. I'm actually reading her book right now, or listening to her book rather, which is the same thing. So fuck any of you who think differently. And it's great. There was already a fight at the beginning. The Giudices, her and her brother. A fight?
I mean, there's like already fights brewing. It's nonsense though. It's always about nothing. Like I couldn't even like connect the dots for you. I wouldn't even remember everybody's names. Mostly Teresa's still not talking to her brother, which is a crazy thing. And I wonder, I don't know. I just wonder what's going on with that guy, with Joe. No, Joey. No, what's his name? Shit.
Her husband?
Her husband. Yes.
Yeah. It's either Joe or John or Mike or Paul or one of the Italian apostles. It's an Italian thing. Yeah. It's not Jack or Ethan. I can tell you that much. All right.
Yeah, it's not Jack.
It's a Johnny. It's a
Joe. Joe Giudice.
It's a Giuseppe. It's a Giuseppe. It's a Fabrizio. It's a Dominic. It's something like that.
You know what's crazy about those shows, though? It's like you just forget immediately. Like I watched it 2 days ago and I don't even remember because it is sort of mindless. It is nonsense. It is really about nothing. Nothing's like that deep. Yeah. It's not that memorable. These fights are truly about nothing.
I realized
it's about cupcakes.
When I think about reality, that's why I think people don't feel guilty watching it, is because they know that it's not that serious.
Right.
For you to be complicit in watching it. I think that's why when we watch that actual feud that's happening between these two artists, it's kind of like scary because, again, we've mentioned this before, but it reminds us of the Biggie Tupac thing. And it's like, God, can they not find a legal way to like mediate this before it escalates?
Totally.
It's like it's 2024. We're not doing like, I guess maybe we're just privileged enough to not understand the pulse of the urban community and gang violence and stuff like that. We will not be able to report on that, but it's tragic.
Bitch, 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 bitch.